In this part 3 video of anti-cancer drug, we can discuss about pharmacology of microtubule damaging agent, topoisomerase 2 isoinhibitors, 1 inhibitors, antibiotic and miscellaneous agents. In previous video, we had discussed about alkylinating agent, platinum compound, anti-metabolites, cytotoxic drugs. So let's start with the microtubule damaging agents like vinca alkaloid. Examples of vinca alkaloids are vincristine and vinblastine and vinorelbine. And mechanism of action of these kind of drugs are, these drugs will bind with the tubulin proteins, which are the essential part for making the tubulin microtubules, which are necessary for separating the duplicated chromosome during mitosis. So what will happen is this drug will bind with the tubulin protein, and thereby it will prevent the polymerization of tubulin protein to form spindle fiber. So they will it will dissolve it will dilute the mitotic spindle fiber, leading to the cell death without separating the duplicated chromosome. So the mechanism of action is, it will bind with the microtubular protein tubulin, thereby it will prevent its polymerization and assembly of microtubule, and this will cause disruption of mitotic spindle, and it will interfere with the cytoskeletal function. Thus, the chromosome fail to move apart during the mitosis, and metaphase of the cell division will be arrested during this process. So that is the mechanism of action of vincristine, vinblastine and vinorelbine. So these drugs will act here after the DNA replication. The separation of two chromosomes will be interrupted during this phase before the cell mitosis. Now, what are the ADR of vincristine? These have prominent peripheral neuropathic as well as alopecia action. It will cause ataxia, nerve palsy, autonomic dysfunctions and seizures. It will depress the bone marrow in minimal, but the syndromes like inappropriate secretion of antidiuretic hormone may occur. And this vincristine is mainly used for the treatment of acute myeloid leukemia, Hodgkin disease, Williams tumor, and Ewing's sarcoma, as well as neuroblastoma and carcinoma of lungs. Now, vinblastine have the ADR like bone marrow depression, and the neurotoxicity and the alopecia is less marked than the vincristine, and this is primarily employed in different conditions like Hodgkin disease, Kaposi sarcoma, neuroblastoma, non-Hodgkin lymphoma, breast and testicular carcinoma. Now, another type of microtubular damaging agent is taxane like paclitaxels. And the difference between vincristine, vinca alkaloids and taxane type of microtubular damaging agent is, it will bind with the beta tubulin protein, and thereby it will enhance its polymerization. But in case of vinca alkaloid, they had prevented this polymerization. In case of paclitaxel and taxane type of microtubular damaging agent, they will bind with the beta tubulin and they will enhance its polymerization, which is the opposite action as that of vinca alkaloid. In case of vinca alkaloid, it was prevention of a polymerization process. So by enhancing its polymerization, the microtubules are stabilized and their depolymerization is prevented. So after the separation, it has to be depolymerized and separated, but that process will be prevented in case of paclitaxel. And the major adverse drug reactions are major toxicity like reversible myelosupproma, stalking and glove neuropathy, nausea, chest pain, arthralgia, myalgia, mucositis, and edema. Now, uses of paclitaxel. This is mainly used for the treatment of metastatic ovarian as well as breast carcinoma after the failure of first line chemotherapy and relapse cases, and it can be used in case of head and neck carcinoma, small cell cancers, esophageal adenocarcinoma, urinary hormone refractory prostate carcinoma, and AIDS related Kaposi sarcoma as well. So these are the uses of paclitaxel. Now coming to the another classes of cytotoxic drug like topoisomerase 2 as well as topoisomerase 1 inhibitors. First one is topoisomerase 2 inhibitor like etoposide, and they act by arresting the cell division in G2 phase, and they will cause a DNA break by affecting DNA topoisomerase 2 function, while the cleaving of double-stranded DNA is not interfered, but the subsequent resealing of the strand is prevented by the action of etoposides. Now the important ADR are alopecia, leukopenia and GI disturbances, and these are mainly used for the treatment of testicular tumor, lung cancer, Hodgkin and other lymphoma, carcinoma of bladder as well as stomach. Now coming to the topoisomerase 1 inhibitors, topotecan and irinotecan, they act by similar manner. They will arrest the cell division in G2 phase and they will cause DNA break, but they interact with the different enzyme which is DNA polymerase 1. Their binding to the this nuclear enzyme allow the single stranded break in DNA, but not in sealing after the strand has been untwisted. So that is the mechanism of topotecan and irinotecan. Now the important ADR are bone marrow depression, especially neutropenia may occur, then another ADR like abdominal pain, then vomiting, anorexia and diarrhea, and these are mainly used for metastatic carcinoma of ovary, small cell lung cancer after primary chemotherapy has failed. It is combined with the cisplatin and it is used in case of cervical cancers. So that is topoisomerase 1 inhibitor, topotecan and irinotecan. Now coming to next class of cytotoxic drugs, that is antibiotics. These are obtained from some microorganism and which have prominent anti-tumor activity, and they will act by intercalating between the DNA strand and they will interfere with the template function of the DNA. That is the mechanism of antibiotics. Now this is the site of antibiotic actions in cell division while DNA is converted to RNA. This step will be prevented by the antibiotics. First antibiotic is actinomycin, or it is also known as dactinomycin, and they will act by blocking DNA transcription. It is a process of conversion DNA to RNA, and this transcription blocking is due to the interfering with the template function of DNA, as well as they will break the single stranded DNA also. Now these are mainly cause different area like vomiting, stomatitis or sore throat, diarrhea, erythema, and desacquamation of the skin, alopecia and bone marrow depression. And this is mainly used as a very potent antineoplastic agent which is very efficacious in case of Williams tumor and childhood rhabdomyosarcoma, and which will give good result in methotrexate resistant choriocarcinoma and Ewing sarcoma and metastatic testicular carcinoma also. Now next antibiotic is daunorubicin as well as doxorubicin. They will act by intercalating with the DNA strand and they will block the DNA as well as RNA synthesis. They will also break the DNA strand by acting at topoisomerase 2 inhibitors, and they will generate quinolone type of free radicals. That is the mechanism of action of daunorubicin and doxorubicin, and these are mainly used for the treatment of acute myeloid as well as lymphoplastic leukemia, also for the treatment of solid tumors such as breast, thyroid, ovary, bladder and lung cancers, also for the treatment of sarcoma as well as neuroblastoma. Now important ADR of the daunorubicin and doxorubicin are they will cause ECG changes, arrhythmia, hypotension, and all these ADR are reversible and it may cause delayed congestive heart failure also. And this congestive heart failure is usually due to the cardiomyopathy, and which may be fatal, and it will also cause bone marrow depression, alopecia, stomatitis, vomiting, and local tissue damages, and the color of urine may be changed to red. That is another important ADR of daunorubicin. It will change the urine color to red. Now another important antibiotic is bleomycin. This is a mixture of closely related glycopeptide antibiotic having potent anti-tumor activity, and they will act as an anti-cancer agent by chelating with copper or iron, and thereby it will produce a superoxide ion, and this superoxide ion will intercalate between DNA strand, and this will cause chain scission as well as inhibit their repair. Now bleomycin is used in very effectively in case of testicular tumor, squamous cell carcinoma of the skin, oral cavity, head and neck, and genitourinary tract and esophageal cancers, and this is also used in case of Hodgkin lymphoma. About the different antibiotics which are used as an anti-cancer drugs. So in previous two video and also in this video, we had discussed about different cytotoxic drugs like alkylating agent, platinum coordination complexes, and antimetabolites, then microtubular damaging agent, topoisomerase 2 and topoisomerase 1 inhibitors, and antibiotics. Now we have to discuss some basic drugs which are used by other method, like other type of anti-cancer drug like targeted drugs like tyrosine kinase protein inhibitors, as well as epidermal growth factors, then angiogenesis inhibitors, proteasome inhibitors, and monoclonal antibodies, and also different hormonal drugs like glucocorticoid, estrogen, then selective estrogen receptor modulators and selective estrogen receptor down regulators and aromatase inhibitors, antiandrogens, 5-alpha reductase inhibitors, gonadotropin releasing analogs, and progestin. So all these hormonal drugs we will discuss in the pharmacology of endocrine system, the different drugs which will affect the or which are used for the hormonal disorders. So that is all about the anti-cancer drugs. Hope it is clear. Thank you for watching these videos.